Hey everybody, good evening. It is 8:43 p.m. here in the UK. I've just got home from being at my grandfather's wake after his funeral this afternoon. All went well, all was very, very peaceful, and I thought I would talk about my experiences of going to a funeral and what it is like for an autistic person to experience a funeral and what it's like to go to a wake service afterwards. And yeah, just kind of share some thoughts. Um, I'm doing the can, Boomhauer. Hey bestie, I did see your text earlier, but obviously I haven't had my phone on me. I've literally just not really been talking to anybody apart from my family today, but I'm doing the best that I can. It was peaceful, I would have wanted, and yeah, I cried little bit, not as much as I thought I was going to, but I thought you guys deserved a check in. I wasn't planning to go live tonight, but I thought I would at least show my face for a bit and acknowledge you guys. And you deserve for me to come and check in and just say hey, if it may not be a long stream. Hey SJ, what's up? I am extremely tired. I will say that much. The funeral has absolutely wiped me out, but it was peaceful. It was good. It was short. It was just something that my granddad would have wanted. So, I did the best for what I knew how to do. So, I did what was right for my family to be there to support them and to support myself. And yeah, I like talking to my family and catching up with them and being able to catch up with my cousins who I've not seen in absolute years. They only live like 5-6 hours away from me. Um, yeah, so it was. Um, thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. He was 96 years old, so it was a case of yeah, just being there to support my family. And obviously I've come straight from the wake this afternoon, this evening. We had some lovely buffet food, which was great. And I got to spend some really personal nice time with my family and not on social media, and just got to switch off and let myself be in the situation and experience it and feel it and be there with my family and do what I need to do to help myself go through the grieving process. And yeah, it's okay. I'm not as upset as I thought I was going to be, but I think I've already had that chance to grieve and say goodbye and process it and be there. And it is what it is. Come say hello, lurkers. I know there's 12 of you here right now and only 5 likes, so come in, lurkers. I have put a 48-hour subscribe mode on. um Hey Robs, RC Cars, good to see you. Hey Life Happens, how are you? Good to see you. I have put a 48-hour subscribe mode on, so if you're not subscribed within the last 48 hours, you are going to have to wait 48 hours to chat in my live stream. Hey Dan, good to see you. How are you? I hope you're well. Like I said, I'm just going to be talking about what it's like to grieve as an autistic woman, and you know the grieving process, or what it's like to go through the grief process. And you know I've learned tonight. It's okay to be quiet and think and feel. And I'm quite proud of myself, how I kept my composure together, I kept my emotions together. It was just nice to support my family and be there. And let my family share their emotions with me. And obviously it's not the most pleasant thing to happen, obviously not just for a neurodivergent person, but for a autistic person, a non-autistic or non-disabled person. Grief is grief, and grief sucks. Grief is something that is going to take a while for me to get my head round. I'm you know Hey BCTV, how are you? um but yeah, I'm doing the best that I can for right now. I think I've processed the tears, and I let out a few tears at the beginning, but I managed to keep my composure and kept myself calm for most of it. I am Rob. So, I'm not sad, but I think like late tonight, like tomorrow is going to hit me a little bit and be like, oh, that's that. It's done. But yeah, I want to talk to. Hey, Randy, good to see you, beautiful. How are you? Um, But I just want to come on and talk about, what it was like to go to a wake service and, what it's like to experience a funeral. I think what I found peaceful about it today was the fact that it was just the service was run so smoothly. There was no hiccups or anything. And it was just nice to hear about my granddad's life story and what he did as jobs and what he did in his time with his family, like these younger years and some of the stuff I didn't know. So I was just like, wow, okay. So it was nice for me to hear about his previous life and what he had done in the service and stuff like that. And yeah, it was nice to be able to understand his backstory and where he was born and where he moved to moving from London to where I'm based, and that he served abroad in the RAF for quite a few years, and then he came back to the UK and worked and different things like that. And it was just nice to find out a bit more background of who my granddad was and what he stood for and such. And yeah, it was just nice to experience it, but at the same time, obviously, it was a little bit of an overwhelming subject. But yeah, I found peace. I found my closure. But yeah, I just want to come on and at least acknowledge you guys anyway, and let you know that I'm doing okay and that I done really well today. I was really proud of myself. I hope I made my granddad proud, that I was able to control myself and keep the emotions in check. And obviously, I dressed fairly smart, as you can tell. I'm in a blazer top and a dress. So yeah, I've literally been back literally less than 10 minutes. So I've been back up actually 15, 20 minutes now probably. But yeah, I've thought I'd sit here and think and check in with you guys. And I thought I would at least come and say hello and check in and whatnot. What's up with everyone else's Monday? I hope you're all doing well. I know for a lot of you it's, or East Coast, it's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock Central, 11 West Coast. So yeah, I know a lot of you are probably going to be at work on the East Coast and West Coast and Central Coast right now. A lot of you are probably out working because it's still very early for you guys. But here in the UK, it is nearly 5 to 9 at night here right now for us. But yeah, it was good. I think I coped well. I was able to socialise a little bit, and I had some nice food and a couple of Cokes, drinks of Coke. I was able to be effectively communicating, and I handed the poem out I did about my granddad, which I wrote, which I've actually got a copy of the poem next to me here, as well. So thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. It'd been a while coming. We knew he was going to pass, and it's just I want to share and check in with you guys that that I'm not too bad. I have obviously grieved my grieving situation, and I want to just let you know that I'm good. I'm not too sad. I've sat here and made sense of it, and I've just put his order of service book in my little chest of drawers that I've got across the carpet from me, so I was able to at least keep that as a memory, I guess, as well. So um yeah, so the poem goes like this, guys. It says, "My granddad John is a gentleman, a man who made us laugh and smile. John, a man dedicated to his family, family with love and smiles to give. Give everybody a hug with a laugh. Laugh and a cheeky wink of his eye for all of us. Us who had many fun weekends visiting him. He even visited us on camping weekends and made it fun. Visiting him, he'd offer cakes and crisps to all of us telling stories about his military days in the RAF. The RAF and his stories of working in many different jobs throughout his time he travelled the world on holidays. Holidays he saw many different countries. Countries he would show all of us the pictures he had taken all the photos over the years with us, his family. Family pulling silly faces and having fun posing with him. He is a man I'm proud to be my granddad. Granddad, many years I spent growing up being able to see him. My granddad John, a man I'm proud of each and every day. Every day knowing I have many memories and pictures to look back on. back on with a smile on my face, even when I may find it hard. Hard trying to stop the tears falling from my face, knowing that you're gone. Gone, but you'll never be forgotten. My granddad John, I love and miss you always and forever. So yeah, that's the poem. Hello Ryan. Hello Yankee Cole. So yeah, that's the poem that I wrote for him. That took me 2.5 weeks to write it, and I handed that out at my granddad's wake. After the funeral this afternoon, I handed it out to family members, and I think they have given me permission to post it on social media as well. But obviously, I'm going to wait a few days. Obviously, to as a bit of respect, I'll post it in a few days on Facebook, and then I'll probably upload it here to YouTube. Um, hey, Guardian, good to see you. How are you? Um, but yeah, so that's the poem that I wrote for him. He was 96 years old, so I thought at least I'd do something that would keep a memory of him in my memory. So, oh, I'm sorry, Yankee Cole. I'm sorry that you lost your grandpa too. That sucks. Um, but that it is what it is, you know. But yeah, I want to check in with you guys and just say that I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm not too upset. Yes, I've shed some tears. Of course, it's going to be normal, and the grieving process will take a while. But I have been given permission to share the poem on my social media stuff. I will think in the next few days. Obviously, I'll let the grieving process continue, and obviously, in respect of my family, I'll wait a few days uh, in respect of them before I post it. But yeah, I have been told I can, but I'm going to wait a few days just to let the emotions go and let people start their grieving and stuff. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys and just check in and just say hey and kind of, I guess, distract myself, I guess. But yeah, I thought I would come online. I know I said I wasn't going to come online, so I've kind of, I guess, I've been a bit of a hypocrite, but um, yeah, I want to check in with you guys at least just to say, hey, I'm here, kind of thing. Um, but yeah, come in, lurkers. I know I have some lurkers in the house. So if you want to come and say hey and don't be afraid, come and show your face in here. I do have a 48-hour delay on the chat just to protect you guys and to protect myself. So yeah, I do have a 48-hour delay on this chat, so you need to be subscribed for at least 48 hours before you can even access the chat. Um, BCTV, I'm doing good. I'm not overly sad. Stop it, phone. Um, yeah, but it is what it is. But yeah, I want to at least check in with you guys and at least come here and hang out for a bit and see who's around and whatnot. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I just want to hang out for a bit, see who's around. How is everybody's Monday? Let me know. It is nearly 9 p.m. Here. I just need to quickly check something. Yeah. Um but yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day and a good morning, a good afternoon, depending on where in the world where you're at. Like I said, it's 9 p.m. for me here. I am going to be going to bed fairly shortly. I am very, very exhausted. It's been a long day, but I've learned a lot from it, and I've got to see family and stuff. So yeah, I've learned a lot how to communicate. I've learned how to kind of listen more to other people and learn to support my family in their most difficult time of need and learn to be there for them. And that's important. Sometimes we need that to you know be, I guess, a driving force. We need that to show that it's okay to care for others. And you know so yeah, I've learned a lot today. I've definitely learned how to be more patient with people. I've learned how to sit and listen more and show empathy more. And it's I've really learned a lot about myself today. It's really taught me a lot about how to cope in public and stuff like that. And Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan, that you lost your grandpa last year. I'm really sorry. That's hard. People grieve in their own different ways and stuff, but at least I want to check in and say hello, and at least that that everything's good. It was a lovely, peaceful service today. It was a perfect send off for him, and yeah, I just want to come on and at least say hello before I head to bed. I am going to be ending the stream pretty shortly because I am exhausted, but I did want to just check in and be like, I am in the background still. I know I wasn't planning to come on today, but I felt you guys deserved at least a check in face to face wise rather than just another statement saying, "Oh, hey." So yeah, I thought I'd come live at least, show you. Obviously, you can tell I'm absolutely shattered. My eyes is red, stinging. But yeah, hello, the Muff Diamond Man. Good to see you. How are you? I hope you're well. Good to see you. Good to see you. I was going to say I'm not going to be live long. I've already been live these 17 minutes. I just thought I would come on and say that everything's well. Obviously I've had a bit of my emotions grieving time. I know who you are. I know. Vince, good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. But yeah, I thought I'd at least come on and talk about sort of the grieving process and yeah, you let me know in someone else's stream who it was, so I knew who it was when you came into another stream. But yeah, it's all good, no worries, it's all good. But yeah, I'm not gonna be on too much longer. I just wanted to come on and share my experience anyway, and that all is okay. And yeah, like I said, I've learned a lot from today. I've learned some of my sensory triggers. I've learned some things that I need to work on to help me cope outside better. And it's nice that I was able to socialize and listen to other people and hear my family's thoughts on different things, and I was able to show more empathy and consideration to them. And I was able to give people some hugs and showed that I physically cared about them. My auntie passed away on the day I was to have my neck fusion surgery, and then had an abscess tooth pulled today. Oh, I'm sorry, Vince. I hope you're starting to feel better, though. That sucks, my friend. I hope you're starting to feel sincerely better. That's really rough. I hope you start to feel better, Vince. That's really painful. That's not good. I hope you manage to get surgery further on down the line and get it all sorted out so it doesn't give you much more pain. Obviously, it must be quite painful, and I can't really identify with surgery or anything, but I hope you get better, and my thoughts are with you, and I hope you start to feel good, and that that your tooth will improve now that you've had the abscess pulled out. So hopefully you can get back to being some form of normal, I guess, whatever normal is, I'm guessing. Yeah, I've been suffering with a bit of toothache this side, that side of my face here, but it's gone down a lot now. It was a little bit swollen, but it's actually gone back down, like pain wise and stuff. It's actually gone. It was a bit swollen, but it's gone back down now. So, but yeah, I understand what that's like. Having toothache is not good. But how are you guys? Let me know how you are. Let me know how your Monday is. It is 9:02 p.m. here for me right now. So yeah, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be on, but at least I want to just show my face online and check in with you guys and say hello, that everything is good. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not in a too bad state of mind, considering what today was. But yeah, I thought I would at least share some experiences and some thoughts, afterthoughts, if you want to call it that. But I've managed to keep my composure. I think I managed to hopefully make some kind of sense. um, but yeah, it's it's all good, my friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I think I'm gonna wrap this up very shortly, but I just thought I'd at least just finish my tea. I had roast. Oh, BCTV! I had roast lamb last night. My dad took me out to a restaurant, and we had a roast lamb meal each last night, so Sunday night, and that was delicious. So I can agree that lamb is tasty. Yes, I had it last night with a nice drink of Coke, and then my dad bought me a chocolate brownie dessert, so I had that last night as well. Um, but yeah, I've literally, I've had a peaceful day today. It's been one of the hard days that I've had to deal with for a long time, but yeah, I think I've done well, and as you can probably tell, my throat is a little bit hoarse because I've obviously cried a little bit and whatnot. But I think I've coped the way that I guess, did what I had to do, and yeah, I'm really proud of how I coped, and I kept my composure together, and I kept myself to myself, and I think that was the best thing that I could have done. And I've learned a lot about how to socialize more. I've learned like boundaries, like not being too close to people, giving them their space and stuff like that. And yeah, it's given me a lot to think about and a lot to learn about. And yeah, it's given me a lot of perspective and things that I've needed to learn. I guess things that are gonna help me learn better for the future, I guess. Um, but yeah, I think I've learned a lot from today. I've learned a lot of things that I didn't know, things that are gonna hopefully teach me some lessons in the future. But yeah, I just want to come live, at least say hello for a bit anyway, and hopefully it's made some sense to you guys. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well for this Monday morning, afternoon, or evening across the world where you may be at. It's been busy, a few things going on, but I need to get back to doing YouTube. Yeah, BCTV, take your time, my friend. YouTube's always going to be here. It's always going to be something that you know can wait, and the true people that support you will always be here to support you and stuff. And I've learned it's okay to take breaks from YouTube. I'm not trying to keep constantly expecting myself to be around, and it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a few days off, even if you need to take a couple of months off, so be it. It's okay. Mental health and real life comes first, and that's what I've learned today. Just not having my phone on me, not having any form of electronics on me. I was able just to fully switch off and be distant, and I was able to be me. I was able to just relax and not think about notifications or emails or any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've had a really, you know, from what it was, a kind of peaceful day, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys.